Hello and welcome to the Divine Light Healing Circle. Today, our theme is instigating balance. Sometimes the universe tries to instigate balance in us through a disease. For example, if somebody has problem with the heart, it might instigate to look at the emotional side of our heart life and to check out what is going on behind the physical ailment or disease part. Or if it's something in the leg, what hinders us to move forward? Or if something is in the spine, what hinders us to feel supported? Or, you get this gist. So sometimes the universe sends us diseasements not to punish us, but to instigate balance. And our theme for today for the guided meditation to healing and well-being is to instigate balance in us and also instigate balance in our surrounding. Sometimes that can be a little bit uncomfortable, but sometimes it's just needed for all parties involved. That said, we're letting the day go and close our eyes to let the divine flow in, opening ourselves up for the divine design. By opening ourselves up for the divine design, we instantaneously feel a calibration process happening today. You might feel the instant tingling in your hands or instant tingling in your feet and any other part in your body. But with our conscious awareness and focus, we also open ourselves up to the golden light together with the white, silver, sparkling diamond light. As a reminder, white, silver, sparkling diamond light is white light mainly with a silver undertone, and then crystalline little particles which fill in energy holes in our energy bodies, physical bodies, and just energy smoothing over whole kind of a crystalline balancer. That said, we are bringing in golden light together with a white, silver, sparkling, diamond-esque light, nicely intermingled from the universal oneness into the top of our head. Very consciously, we look at our brain and might detect intuitively some areas in our brain which there might be something off. And there we create a little swirl to have it cleansed and cleared and brought back into equilibrium, into balance, therefore instigating balance in our brain. And then bringing it further down into our eyes. And maybe our eyesight is less than perfect. Maybe we are nearsighted or farsighted, or do not want to see certain things at all, virtually speaking. Then let us flow the gold and white silver sparkling light with its balancing properties into our physical eyesight and intuitive eyesight, bringing the energies where they need to be in equilibrium. Resting our eyes from strain, resting our eyes from dryness or other physical inflictions. And so our ears. The golden and white silver sparkling diamond light flows from the eyes directly to the ears and does a swirl in the ears, clearing and balancing hearing impairments. What do we not want to hear? What can we not perceive in hearing? Where do we hear in between the words spoken? What do we hear what people say in meaning behind the spoken word? Let our hearing be clear, even if we hear in between the lines spoken. Let our hearing be precise. Let our hearing be informative. And let us hear what's really meant to be heard by the divine design. As the golden and white silver sparkling light flows further into the throat and neck, doing a swirl also in our neck, front and back, so that we can clearly speak, so that our voice is heard, so that we make ourselves known where we need to, that we dare to speak up where it's necessary, and do not close down because we do not want to speak truth or even not communicate at all. With the white, silver, sparkling golden light in our throat, we instigate balance. When do I speak a word? When do I swallow it instead? And also the swirl in the neck for not being manipulated. That with this protective swirl, an automatic cleanse is happening. When people try to manipulate, and you might feel a little bit pressure in your neck, knowing, oh, somebody tries to get to my portal in the neck, into my brain functions. So we're clearing and balancing all that out. And then the gold and white silver sparkling light flows further into our shoulders, clearing out burdens. Where do we take burdens on more than we need to take them on? Where do we hold old burdens from long lost past? Where do we not allow ourselves to be straight, standing or sitting tall? Where do we feel the need to protect ourselves? And letting all that go and flow into the flow of the golden and white silver sparkling diamond light. As it flows further into the arms, hands, and out of our fingertips, adjusting, giving, and receiving to be in balance. Where do we not allow ourselves to receive? Where do we not allow ourselves to give? Where do we not allow ourselves to take action and moving forward with our deeds? Or where do we feel frozen and not want to either take advice or take in new information which would lead us forward? All these imbalances about giving and receiving will be now cleansed in this instigation of equilibrium, of balance. And you might feel again your hands, hand chakras, tingle more as they're in this giving and receiving process. Giving energy out to the universe, receiving energies from the universe. And it is a constant change, a nice flow. And now it flows into the spine and muscle structure, adjusting your spine nicely, bringing your spine into an equilibrium. Yes, it might be causing you a little bit of an ache or discomfort here and there when your spine gets adjusted, or when blockages are pushed through by the divine light and by divine design. Where do you are cramped? Where do you not allow your field to be straightened up? Where do you have old injuries? Where do you feel maybe betrayed? And it might feel that you feel like you have something sitting in the back of your heart chakra. maybe it's crusted over your heart chakra in the back and your heart chakra in the front. However it might be, the golden and white silver sparkling diamond light together cleanse and clear your back like a waterfall of cleansing, clearing light, straightening out the spine and straightening out the adjoined muscle structure in the back, making your back strong, making you being able to stand up tall or sit up tall. And then the light flows also at the same time into your heart. Do a nice little swirl in your heart chakra, cleansing and clearing old aches and pains and needles, maybe projections from other people, maybe something you took on for the sake of another. Oh, I feel with you, or I feel for you. Sometimes through our wish to make somebody else's load lighter, we take things on. We hurt for them, even though it might not be our load to carry. So herewith we take off all the burdens of our heart, which do not belong to us and are not meant to be felt by us, so that our heart can be strong, beating strong, and making this whole body mechanism work nicely. Because without heart flow, something is under supported, maybe the brain or maybe the feet. So let our heart beat strong and let our heart being energetically strong, so that all our parts, our body parts and energy parts, can be vibrating and pulsating full of energy. And when we do the loop-de-loop in our heart, it will help to address and bring in so much energy we need to fulfill that cleansing clearing. And then we let it flow further down in our body into the solar plexus to make it more radiant. The solar plexus with all its strings and strands, which connect us to other people. And I'm sure you have ever felt somebody like pushing like a fist into your stomach area, even though they didn't physically do it, energetically it was felt. And we're clearing out these denser energies. And we're cleansing our chakra of the solar plexus of all these limitational energy strands, these, I almost want to say dirty ones, these low vibrational ones. Dirty is maybe a too judgmental term. Let's call it lower vibrational ones. And allow yourself to just radiate out the energy of the soul, the sun energy, the golden light, together with the cleansing and soothing over white, silver, sparkling diamond light. Send out the diamond sparkles to create an uplift in your environment. Sometimes we are so shell-shocked about our environment that we just forget to do these implementations for us as a protection maybe, but also as an energy transformatory system in our surrounding. So I would like you now to implement a automatic switch that if something in your equilibrium system of chakras gets too overburdened, that the switch turns on and you're bringing in the white, silver, sparkling diamond light with the golden light, and you're bringing it into the room. You're sending it out into the room. You're sending it out to your associates. You're sending it out to your environment and to whatever needs to be instigated into equilibrium. And as we know, color frequency energy is fairly neutral. It's not judgmental. And when you send it out with the intent to send it out for the sense of equilibrium, that we can all go into this energy of zero resistance, plus and minus, 0 point, and with a 0 point, the point of least resistance, so that we can then have least resistance in our environment, but also create least resistance for our environment, whether it's at school or at work or in jobs or with family. So let us install an automation switch that if our system gets overburdened, divine design takes over. So give yourself the option that divine design takes over, that you're becoming a tool for the divine design, no matter what it does through you, that you're not fearful what it might do through you, but only that switch can be used for the highest order and the highest good of all. Thank you for implementing this light switch in your energy system. Then we're going further from there, from the solar plexus into the whole digestive system, and check what you might not have digested yet. Maybe some old pains, some old sufferings. Maybe it shows up in physical distress of digestion. Maybe it's some allergic reactions to something. What are you allergic to? Maybe physical things, maybe emotional circumstance. And it might pop up into your mind right now what you're allergic to. Maybe you're allergic to chaos. Maybe you're allergic to shellfish. Maybe you're allergic to whatever it is. Toxic emotions. So give yourself permission to right now cleanse and clear through the gold and white silver sparkling light all that which is imprinted into your stomach area as non-zero point energy, as non-calibrational energies, to bring it into the best and highest equilibrium form for your stomach. And then we go further down into our whole private parts, or trauma there, maybe even family trauma there. Bring it all back to equilibrium. And through the white silver sparkling light, you might then perceive that one color frequency might take over, maybe purple, maybe green, maybe orange, maybe red, maybe fuchsia. As we are applying the gold, which always connects us to our soul frequencies, higher self frequencies, and the white silver sparkling diamond light with the diamond-esque white light encompassing all frequencies of color, some might take precedence in some areas in your body. So you might take note what wants to go where in your private areas there. Now, especially important for people who had cancer. Where do you eat yourself up? Where do you want other people's maybe or other energy multiply wildly in your system? Maybe where is your equilibrium overridden by other people's programming, or even programming of unhealthy substances? Whatever it might be, it now gets calibrated to a zero resistance to the divine design and the divine order. And then let it flow further from the hips to the legs, to the feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. And maybe take note where you hesitate to move forward, where you might feel at a standstill, where you might feel frozen, where you might feel pain in the knees, maybe where you not feel humble enough. Whatever it might be, if you invite the divine design right now through the white silver sparkling diamond light together with the gold, equilibrium will be done and betterment will be achieved. You might say, I allow myself and give myself permission to have instant betterment, to have instant equilibrium, to have instantaneous healing, because I give myself over to the divine design of the higher order. I give myself over to the equilibrium, the great balancing act. And with that said, we bring this energy forward through our feet in deep down into Mother Earth. And we are anchoring that energy of gold and white silver sparkling diamond light deep down into the Mother Earth crystals, which are connected to the Earth crystal grid. And through the Earth crystal grid, functioning light arteries and veins in Mother Earth's body, we are letting the white silver sparkling diamond light, the balancer, and the gold, the soul frequency, the higher emanational frequency, flow together to pulsate well-being and balance through the whole world. Easily and naturally, we are the doorway, we are the gateway. It floods through us like a waterfall, and it flows then down into the earth and outward and into her body. But also our energy system needs to be calibrated. So like that fountain into Mother Earth, the fountain through our heart now flows into our auric system, our energy field. And all holes, energetic holes, all rifts and ripples can be smoothed over, that we do not have to leak energy. And as this energy of gold and white silver sparkling light is flowing like a fountain into your auric and energy field, I would like you to pay attention to the percentage rate of your energy field. Between 0 and 100%, how many percent do you still have leakages in your energy field? If you have any leakages in your energy field, please plug them now. And when you can feel or sense it, do an energy swirl around the vulnerable spot and send energy light towards the root cause of that vulnerability spot, when it was created, what caused it, and in sending an extra dose of healing light towards the time and space of that particular incident. You don't need to know the incident, just give the intention and the energy will flow just exactly there. Whether pictures pop up or not, this will work to smooth over the energy holes and allow yourself this energy hole to be filled once and for all. So it doesn't have to be an on and off again scenario, so that your energy can be stronger and stronger and stronger. And then you might also ask yourself, am I at the height and 100% of my energy vibration rate right now? And the answer might be surprising to you. Some of you might feel at 100%, and some of you might feel at 75 or 80. But at this point, give yourself permission to expand further your crown chakra, open it up further for the divine design energy flow. More gold, more white, silver, sparkling light, and whatever in higher frequency wants to come and flow through you and into you. And like a lighthouse, the energy flows from your center out in both directions, to your right and to your left, and also to your front and to your back. You becoming a glowing light form. Your light body glows stronger and stronger. And you might even feel or sense or see in your mind's eye that inner glow. Your inner vision might even glow. And pay attention later, after our meditation is over, you might even feel and see your aura glow with your inner eye. And take one more deep breath and let more divine design energy flowing through you and into you, and expand your auric field to that most accommodating opening for divine design purposes. And you might say, the divine in me leads me to the right things at the right time. I constantly attract goodness and graciousness and joy and harmony and balance. I allow myself to become the balance instigator. I allow myself to be the equilibrium. I allow myself to be put on this planet where the divine design needs me, trusting that process, trusting the impulses to be at a certain spot at a certain time and to go there without hesitation. Give yourself permission, if you allow yourself, to be the tool of the divine design, so that scales can be balanced according to need, so that this planet and its populace, whether it's humans or plants or animals or microbes even, can be balanced out to the 0 point. That does not mean that the planet doesn't exist. It means that the planet can go to the path of least resistance in its evolution and evolutionary process, to go into a higher frequency level without so much resistance. If you give yourself permission to be such tool, you will find that you become a natural part of change, and you cannot even help it. You might find yourself in bewildering circumstance. We ask you to trust these circumstances. We ask you to trust that it is okay, that you are okay where you're standing in the moment. You're put there for a reason. an instigator of balance. Make no mistake, it might not be an easy job given to you. And you have the permission to decline this, but at least consider to allow the divine design instigation into balance to function in your own life. Give yourself permission for that, so that everything can go a little bit smoother and in balance. With that said, we are calling in our guiding ones and guardians and light spiritual helpers by divine design to the highest order of the next evolutionary step. And we greet them to our right, and we greet them to our left. We might feel them supporting us behind us and shielding us in front of us, and supporting us standing straight beneath us, and shielding us from any kind of invisible, non-supportive circumstance from above. And in this moment, feel safe. In this moment, do not worry. In this moment, go with a divine design and flow. And in this moment, you don't have to do anything. In this moment, you don't have to go anywhere. In this moment, you are right where you are right now. You are in the universe, and the universe is in you. Feel this statement. I am in the universe, and the universe is in me. I am part of a divine design, and the divine design is in me. I'm part of the divine intention, and the divine intention is in me. And feel what you feel, see what you see, and know what you know. And at this moment, we want to give everyone a particular message, which might be important for their own balancing act to zero resistance to the divine design. Pay attention to what your message is. And then give the universe a big smile, because you're doing exactly what you came here to do. You're exactly where you're meant to be. You do not have to be perfect. to be exactly where you're meant to be. Maybe part of your flaws were part of the design to instigate equilibrium, to instigate balance in one form or another. So allow yourself to be joyful in this moment, as imperfect as it might seem. And realize that this moment is a perfect part of the divine design. Just be. And as we are everything and everything is in us, we do not travel today in the astral planes or higher dimensions. We are just perceiving the moment of now, the being in the now, to the connectedness of the now to all there is. How vast it can feel and how exciting it can feel. This moment has so many potential for so many thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations, intentions. Which ones are yours? Observe a moment. What are you putting out and what you're receiving in? Like a computer. What are you receiving and what you're giving? And for better balance, I'm supposed to make aware of the balancing of chakras. So let's check our chakras right now. Let's start with the root, the one on the backbone at the very end, our tail end of the spine, shimmering mostly in red. How open it is. How grounded are you with your root? And maybe bring the root energy also in connection and in conjoinment with the gold and white silver sparkling light going down into the earth. That might help you to manifest things and ground them faster. Then the second chakra, the inspirational gateway. See on what kind of energy it flows right now. How open is it? Do you feel creative? Do you feel inspired? Or do you feel stuck? Now would be a time to remove all stuck energies and allow the flow of creativity and inspiration to guide you to new paths and new endeavors. We paid already attention to the solar plexus. We paid already attention to the heart. But just double check the heart, the front and the back. You still feel vulnerable for backstabbings? Or is your heart fountain in the back so strong that all negative energies might be absolutely balanced out and resolved as soon as they enter your energy stream? Same with your lower back, the back of your solar plexus. And then after, your voice, and your voice being influenced in the back. And then your third eye center. Is it like a beacon of light? Do you allow yourself to receive information? Do you allow yourself to be at a spiritual gateway? Or is your inner light being dimmed down? Do you have fears of being seen or heard as just the natural person you are, without bending over in any different form for our society, which requires to be for this or against that or whatever? Are you allowing yourself to be naturally you and letting your inner natural light shine? And then the crown. Are you allowing yourself to be filled with information which might trigger and trickle down into your conscious awareness throughout the next few days, inspiring you by the divine design? And now look upward in your mind's eye, almost upward through the tube of light coming down. It's almost as if you would look up your umbilical cord to source, focusing on oneness, focusing on source energy. Some people call it God. Focusing on the all and compassionate oneness. What do you perceive? Let yourself being showered with grace, knowing that you're just perfect at this moment in your imperfection, as you're an instigator of balance. And you might have a sense of dissolving into the light, merging. What was heavy might become light. What was light might become heavy. Whatever it is, feel the sense of equilibrium as you're prepared for the next steps on your personal journey. Maybe in your mind's eye, take one step on a rung of a ladder, or step up on steps. Just make it clear to yourself that you're stepping up to the next level, to the next level of understanding, to the next level of health and healing, to the next level of wisdom, to the next level of your soul development, just simply to the next level. And I invite you now to be taken by the hand. And by the way, all this is also happening through our helpers for the people on our list, bringing in the equilibrium and balance needed to instigate the balancing change. So allow your guiding ones and helpers to take you by the hands and lead you to the next step place in time and space. Maybe they show you a place you move to. Maybe they show you a place of spiritual development. Maybe they show you a meeting with a person. Whatever it might be, let them guide you. Have a vision or a brief inner journey. We will give you a moment for this experience. As this was only supposed to be a short journey, we invite you now back into your physical form. Come back with your conscious awareness into your physical form. And know, if you desire, you can continue this inner journey, this soul awareness journey, tonight. Every one of you who is participating at this particular moment or later on in time and space will be guided if desired. But for now, coming back into your energy field of the here and now, into your body, into this field of your energy, understanding that the inside and the outside become more and more one. The field of least resistance as you're following the divine design. And as equilibrium is instigated by the higher order. With that said, thank you for joining us again and have a great week. Bye-bye.